God bless you. I wanted to share this message with you. It's very deeply rooted in wisdom. The Bible tells us that when we are weak, God's strength is made perfect in our weakness. So it's understanding that sometimes your body will be in a frequency where you're not really feeling like you're rejuvenated, you're not feeling like you're refreshed, you're not feeling like you're purposeful, that you can really do God's work within the current state of your body. And sometimes God will put us in those positions or in those situations to really block out and isolate the world. That way, even in those circumstances where we're just feeling distraught, we're feeling weak, we're feeling like we don't have energy, that God will utilize that to lean on Him. It's interesting how we can glorify the Lord and we can feel the essence of joy and all the fruits of the Spirit when we're in a position where we're just down and out for the count. Because when you can lean on the Lord for strength when times where you're just not feeling up to it, where you're not just, hey Samuel, how's it going, brother? When you can lean on the Lord for strength, when you're in a position where you can't really feel, its strength in that season, but really when you start to build that strength, you start to build that preparation for the things of the Lord and towards God. When you're weak, you're strong. So the last 2 weeks, I identified that my body was just in a little bit of a fighting state, in a little bit of turmoil. But I really utilized that season or that preparation just to lean on the Lord, to gain more strength, to feel the fullness of joy, and to feel the fullness of the joy of thy salvation and thy free spirit to come and enter me. That way I could carry out the Lord's work. And because sometimes when you're stepping into a place where the preparation of your body, the preparation of your mind, the preparation in the secret place, when you're in a position or you're in a standpoint where you just feel like your body needs to catch up to the state of your spirit, that's a powerful place to be. That's a really strong place to be. Because if your spirit is always leading in front of your flesh and in the state of your body or the state of your energy, when you're just kind of stepping into deeper levels of your spirit, your body is always going to be catching up. And that's a very powerful place to be. That's a blessed state to be, because when your body is deeply rejuvenated and deeply blessed, and you're in deeper alignments towards the things of the Spirit, you're going to be able to glorify the Lord. You're going to be able to project that energy from your body and to really glorify the Lord with your lips and with your energy and the state and with that clarity of mind, as well as your spirit's going to be so charged. So it's extremely important that when we're feeling weak, we're really understanding that there's a spiritual shift that's happening, that we're being strengthened in the Spirit, that we're coming to alignment with deeper levels of the fruits of the Spirit. And it's such a blessed message to have. And Samuel said, I was just experiencing this for a while, Chris, man. I mean, when your body tests you to rest, you need to rest. And if you just visit it, I want to drop this because I really want the viewers to get this message and just kind of see it from beginning to end. But sometimes God will orchestrate things where your body is in a state of it needs to be rejuvenated and refreshed. But that doesn't mean that you're called to exert less energy in the Spirit. I would suggest that you're called to exert more energy in the Spirit, that you're called to maybe intercede for more people, like in the secret place. You're called to just be on your knees and pray for those maybe that you were a little resistant towards the prayer. You're really called to utilize those times to realize that you're undergoing a deep level of training and preparation in the secret place of the Most High. And you can feel, because it's easy to really feel blessed when our bodies are in a great state of health and vitality and rejuvenation. It's another thing to really do God's work when you're in a state where your body is just not really it's not really feeling up to the task, right? Because it's just identifying, right? Like the Apostle Paul in the Bible, there's different levels. Like in some of the previous disciples, and I guess you could even say, you know, Joseph, he was in these states of where he was being taxed. You know, the circumstances, the environment, and the state of his body probably wasn't sufficient enough to do, or for him to like really run to the Lord and lean on the Lord in the way that he did. But a lot of these you know, men and women of God, they would just embrace those elements of, you know, God has a plan in all of this. God is strengthening me in all of this. I'm called to walk by faith and not by sight, right? So I just want to, this is a short live, I just want to cut it off. And but God bless you. I appreciate you that stayed here, Samuel. We can, you know, talk about this further. Obviously follow me on some of my other social media channels. I'm on actively. I put a lot of content on here on YouTube. Please follow this YouTube channel so the way you can receive deeper levels, deeper blessings, daily prayers, encouragement, and messages. And also follow my profile. So I have my Instagram and I have TikTok on there as well. And it's just really it's just a calling that God has put on me for the last, you know, 4 to 5 months, and it's been a very strong calling. And it's been and I love to engage and interact with all of you. Okay, so God bless you. Have a great day, and please go ahead and watch the beginning of this message. That way you can internalize the how God is kind of working in those states where our bodies are just needing to catch up. All right, God bless you and take care.